Welcome back to Learning American English. We are happy you are here and would like to invite you to subscribe to our podcast so you can best benefit from our weekly educational episodes for English learners. Each of our episodes focus on a specific, practical topic that you will encounter in real American life. Every lesson is structured in exactly the same way, so you always know what to expect and how to study most effectively. Part 1. Vocabulary. Each lesson begins with 10 carefully chosen vocabulary words related to the lesson's topic. Each word includes a clear definition and an example sentence showing the word used naturally in context. Read these words before the rest of the lesson to prepare your mind for the new concepts ahead. Part 2. Dialogue. Each lesson includes a realistic, context-based conversation between people in a real-life American situation. Read both sides of the dialogue aloud if possible. This builds natural spoken fluency. Notice the tone, the language used, and how the characters handle the social situation with confidence and grace. Part 3. Guidance article. Each lesson includes a mini article that explains the cultural topic in depth, the history, the norms, the nuances, and the why behind the behaviors. Reading this section will give you genuine understanding, not just surface-level rules. Part 4. Tips and strategies. Each lesson closes with 3 specific, actionable real-life tips that you can begin using immediately. These are practical strategies drawn from real American cultural experience, not generic advice. Are you ready to begin? Okay, here we go.
Lesson 7. Healthcare and medical appointments. Navigating the American healthcare system can feel complex and overwhelming. Understanding the basics of insurance, how to communicate with doctors, and what to expect during medical visits are crucial life skills for anyone living in the United States, knowledge that can make a real difference in your health and your finances. Part 1. Vocabulary, 10 keywords. 1. Insurance. A system of financial protection against medical costs through a monthly premium. Her employer provided health insurance as part of her benefits package. 2. Copay. A fixed amount you pay each time you receive a medical service. Her copay for a specialist visit was $40 per appointment. 3. Deductible. The amount you must pay out of pocket each year before insurance coverage kicks in. He had not met his deductible yet, so he paid the full cost of the lab tests. 4. Primary care physician. A general doctor who provides routine health care and coordinates specialist referrals. She saw her primary care physician for her annual physical exam. 5. Prescription. A written order from a doctor authorizing a patient to receive medication. The doctor wrote a prescription for antibiotics to treat the infection. 6. Referral. A recommendation from one doctor directing a patient to see a specialist. Her primary care doctor gave her a referral to a dermatologist for the rash. 7. Urgent care. A medical clinic for non-emergency conditions that need prompt same-day attention. He went to urgent care when his ankle was sprained and needed an X-ray. 8. Emergency room, ER. A hospital department for serious or life-threatening medical emergencies. The severe chest pain sent her directly to the emergency room. 9. Follow-up. A subsequent appointment to monitor a patient's recovery or ongoing condition. The doctor scheduled a follow-up appointment for 2 weeks later. 10. In-network. A healthcare provider that has a contract with your insurance plan, resulting in lower costs. She confirmed the specialist was in-network before scheduling an appointment. Part 2. Dialogue, calling TO make a doctor's appointment. Receptionist. Good morning, Lakewood Family Medicine. How can I help you? Alejandro. Hi, I'd like to make an appointment. I've been having persistent headaches for about a week. Receptionist. Of course. Are you an existing patient with us? Alejandro. No, I just moved to the area and need to establish a primary care doctor. Receptionist. We'd love to help. I'll need your insurance information. Are you experiencing any urgent symptoms, severe pain, vision changes, or fever? Alejandro. No, nothing serious. Just tension headaches. Receptionist. Got it. We have an opening Tuesday at 10:15 with Dr. Kim. Would that work? Alejandro. Yes, perfect. What do I need to bring? Receptionist. Please bring your insurance card, a photo ID, and a list of any medications you're currently taking. Part 3. Guidance article, Understanding American Healthcare. The American healthcare system is primarily private and insurance-based, which means costs can be very high without coverage. If you are employed, your employer may offer health insurance as a benefit. If not, You can purchase coverage through the health insurance marketplace at healthcare.gov or qualify for Medicaid based on your income. When you need non-emergency medical care, your first call should typically be to your primary care physician, PCP. This is a general doctor who knows your history, can treat many common conditions, and can refer you to specialists when needed. Building a relationship with a good PCP is one of the most important healthcare steps you can take when you arrive in America. For non-emergency situations that need prompt attention, a sprained ankle, a serious infection, or a minor injury, urgent care clinics are a faster and more affordable alternative to the emergency room. ERs should be reserved for genuine emergencies, chest pain, difficulty breathing, strokes, severe injuries, because they are expensive and often have long wait times. Always bring your insurance card to medical appointments. Know your copay and deductible so you are not surprised by costs. Keep a personal health record of all visits, test results, and prescriptions. This information is invaluable if you ever need a specialist or change doctors. Part 4. 3 real-life tips and strategies. Tip 1. Establish a primary care physician as soon as possible after arriving, before you get sick. Having an established patient relationship makes it far easier to get timely care and referrals when you need them. Search for in-network doctors on your insurance company's website. Tip 2. Understand your insurance coverage before you need it. Know your deductible, copay amounts, and which doctors are in-network. Using out-of-network providers can result in dramatically higher bills, sometimes thousands of dollars more than expected. Tip 3. Be your own health advocate. Ask your doctor questions about your diagnosis, treatment options, and prescriptions. If you do not understand something, say so. Americans are encouraged to be active participants in their own care. Ask until you fully understand.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Learning American English and would greatly appreciate it if you would take a moment right now, if you haven't already done so, to subscribe to our weekly podcast episodes. This podcast was created by Mr. Johan Elvis Sersea, also known as Maestro Sersea, a California-based American English community college instructor who has been teaching American English to English learners in California, United States of America since 1989. Did you know Maestro Sersea has published 7 books on Amazon, numerous educational websites, dozens of podcasts, and nearly 2,000 educational and music videos for English learners on his YouTube channel? Maestro Sersea is also a prolific musician who has created and published numerous songs in various languages, available on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, and other major streaming platforms. In addition, Maestro Sersea is the director and lead instructor of California International Online School, an online American English language school based in California, USA, teaching international English learners just like you. Check for the links in the comments section below and visit our educational and music video YouTube channel, as well as our online school website to learn more English and enjoy a variety of powerful and entertaining music albums.